Hi, I'm Kevin Harrington, an original shark from the hit TV show Shark Tank. And with me is Ken Berenger. Ken is with a company called OriginClear. Tell the folks out there about OriginClear.
So OriginClear is a clean water technology company. We call it a clean water incubation hub. What we've had the ability to do is incubate a number of really unique technologies that allow us to scale down water treatment and recycling. Look, the idea is save the planet, recycle water, okay?
Yeah.
Only 1% of water is recycled in the United States, okay? That's a tragedy.
Wow.
Now, 90% of our water pollution comes from industrial, agricultural, and commercial use, right?
Okay.
It's not you and I flushing toilets that's causing the problem.
Right.
Billions, trillions of gallons are being made dirty every day up at the source. And these cities are trying to figure out how to deal with it. So what we've done is incubated a number of companies, which are now moving towards a NASDAQ listing,
Right.
that actually deal with treating and recycling the water at the site of pollution. This is a game changer because it's the only scalable model, okay?
Yeah.
Water has been a government monopoly for 100 years.
Okay.
And they've handled it about as well as they could, but remember, it's a government monopoly.
Right.
It took an entrepreneurial approach, to say, okay, this is broken. Ignore what they've done for the past century. How do we fix it right now with the technology that exists today? And that's what I'm proud to say we've been able to accomplish.
Yeah. I mean, as we've talked a lot about water, and it's a life-threatening situation that is occurring right now, right?
It's one of the greatest threats to our long-term survival that no one really seems to know about. But if we don't make a major turnaround in the next 25 years, we'll be actually going through more water than we can produce.
Well, the markets out there are aware of this problem. I mean, banks, investors want to invest in the problem, but they're not doing it the right way, I understand?
Right. So there are major funds already kicking down doors to invest in water projects, Morgan Stanley infrastructure project. That's not you and me.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's certainly not the average guy. But they're going to continue to throw billions and billions and billions of dollars at the centralized model.
Right.
The elegance here, the solution is actually in going small, placing an individual pod where a business exists. As the water leaves that business, it leaves the pod as pre-treated water. So a city can take it, it can go back into a river, it can go into a water supply, and there's no need to deal with some polluted source of water down at the, where we're drinking it.
Yes. Oh yeah. Awesome. So your company, you're putting these pods into places where the water's coming out and being sent on to other utilities, or how does it work?
All of the above. So 90% of water is consumed by agriculture, commercial use, and industry.
Gotcha.
It's not us, okay? So if you actually can treat and reuse water at the source, not only do you save trillions of gallons of water,
right,
but you actually solve the problem at the point of pollution. So yeah, we've been very successful. Consulting engineers around the world are now raving about what we do.
Yeah.
Our next step is to turn it into an asset class by allowing individual investors to be involved in this, where they actually have a stake in the equipment, almost like a master limited partnership for energy.
Yes, that's what I wanted to get to. Is that the folks that are listening, they may be thinking, is there an opportunity for me to get in this industry, right?
Right.
How would this work, and what is this opportunity?
So I'm glad you asked that. So right now, things like water, I mentioned that VCs and banks are kicking down doors. The average investor has never had the opportunity to get involved in something in the very early stages, in its founding stages. I'll give you an example. When a monopoly broke up about 20 years ago, you and I are old enough to remember Ma Bell and the Baby Bells, right? So there were no innovations in Ma Bell. There were no investors in Ma Bell. It just plodded along, it just gobbled stuff up. But, when it broke up and the Baby Bells were born, that gave birth to the modern telecom industry and to the modern internet industry.
Right.
If you were just a retail investor 25 years ago and bought a couple of stocks like American Tower, AMT on the big board.
Right.
$10,000 investment today would be worth almost $300,000. The average investor doesn't get that.
Right.
OriginClear is the only company in the water space that's exclusively working with individual investors, giving them an opportunity to actually invest before the institutions come.
Gotcha.
That's
awesome.
rare.
Nice. this is a great opportunity because the demand is there. And now you have a product and an opportunity for people to participate. So in wrapping up here, what is the big picture, the long-term outcome that you're looking for, and why is there such excitement for this industry?
Well, you've spotted a few good winners in your past. And the fact that, and I don't have to speak for you, but, you've partnered with us because I think you're excited about what this is.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, look, Ken, for 40 plus years, I've been investing in projects and talking to innovative companies. And when it comes to opportunity with what we've just talked about and the direction OriginClear is taking, this is a game changer. And that's why we wanted to be a partner in the venture.
Right.
So we're excited.
As a fan and as a viewer on Shark Tank, I probably wished a couple of times I could actually put a little bit of money alongside. You said, I'm going to buy 40% of that company. If I can get 2%, that would be great. Now, the average investor, not the accredited guy, but just, a regular Joe, a regular mom and pop, they never have that opportunity.
Right.
In this case, I think the reason that we're so excited to work together is you have some of the smartest audience in the world. They understand that you don't get behind something without really feeling that this could be a game changer. They actually have the opportunity to invest at the same time with very similar terms as you.
Yes.
That's not something they're going to get a lot.
That is a good deal because many times when we get involved, we get in at a founder's price, and for you to be offering that same deal to the folks that come in now, that's awesome.
Yeah,
So,
and we're excited, and we're just thrilled to have you on board.
Fantastic. Very exciting talk today, Ken.